Most people assume a Windows PC with a dedicated GPU will destroy a MacBook Pro in video editing. I assumed the same thing, so I decided to actually test it, and the results genuinely caught me off guard. I've had this M1 Pro MacBook Pro since 2022, and it almost never gets used. My PC is my everything machine: gaming, editing, Photoshop, and running Linux distros. But I wanted to challenge myself to actually commit to editing on the MacBook and see what happens. And what I found might change how I think about my setup entirely. So I did a fresh install of DaVinci Resolve 20 on the MacBook Pro, a clean slate with no baggage. Getting into the editing workflow of just a trackpad is a different experience, but honestly not a bad one. The trackpad gestures actually felt natural for scrubbing through the timeline. Where things got annoying fast was everything outside of Resolve. I downloaded some files from Google Drive, and macOS immediately tried to open them in whatever it felt like. Preview, QuickTime, even Apple Music somehow got involved. And yeah, I could have just used an external drive. Don't ask why I didn't at first, I have no idea either. But here's where things got interesting. How do these two actually stack up when it comes to render times? Rendering an H.265 MP4 file on both, 4K 60 FPS, and using my previous video and short as benchmarks. Rendering my 6 months later with Navarro Linux video, my PC did it in under 2 minutes versus just over 4 on the MacBook Pro. Then my most recent short on how Windows spies on you, my PC did it in 15 seconds, while the MacBook did it in 35 seconds. In all fairness, the 9070 XT was a recent upgrade I did to my PC, and it's 4 years newer than the M1 Pro chip. I used to have an RTX 3070 inside my PC before this upgrade. If I had an M5 Pro MacBook Pro, maybe the tables would turn. But this is what I have, and these are the results. So does that mean I'm sticking with Windows? Before I give my verdict, the MacBook Pro genuinely impressed me in a few ways, and I want to give credit where it's due. For this being a 4-year-old laptop, it remains smooth to this day. If you didn't know this had an M1 Pro chip, you probably wouldn't be able to distinguish it from Apple's latest and greatest. The fans also never turned on during the rendering of any video I did, unless I was editing for a long period of time prior, and at most, the fans are barely audible. And can I just say I understand where Mac loyalists are coming from with AirDrop? Really useful if you don't have a spare cable or external drive around, but of course you have to be in the Apple ecosystem already to experience it. After forgetting to charge it and DaVinci accidentally being left open, the MacBook was sitting at 13% at 7 AM, so I figured, why not see how fast the stock MagSafe brick can charge it? In just 30 minutes, it jumped all the way to 60%. So can a MacBook Pro replace my PC for video editing? To answer that, I have to tell you why I even did this in the first place. I originally took on this sort of challenge or experiment as I was wanting to build a new PC later this year. Chances are, you know how bad RAM, SSD, and GPU prices have been. If I loved editing on the MacBook more than my PC, I would make the PC build dedicated for gaming. If I preferred the PC, then I would proceed with making a build that can handle both gaming and productivity like a champ. So, did I make the switch? As of right now, I'll be sticking with my PC for the time being. And look, I get why people love Macs for this stuff. After this experience, I genuinely do. While I love the little positive things and still had a great experience, I prefer what I'm used to. But who knows, I could absolutely revisit this if I have a change of heart while also getting a proper dual system setup. Nothing is ever truly set in stone. Let me know down below, do you prefer Mac or PC for video editing, and why? If you want to see what that new PC build looks like when it happens, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. I'm JustSomeTechie. Catch you all in the next one. See you then.